Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start with looking at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. Of course, it's expansive way past 4 hours. This is back the consolidation back in August. Of course, we made these highs, bullish swing structure, and price started to retrace, making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and start to consolidate. Possibly made a double bottom, possibly swept this area of support previously. Now buyers step back in, start taking out this area of supply that pushed prices down. Now we're looking to see if this can sustain because there is liquidity sitting over these highs. So you have to watch out for this area of supply. If price does continue to push higher as the dollar gets weaker, we know that once it did make this high, of course it was internally bearish. But like I said, it swept this area of support, and this could be forming a higher low from this higher low. If it does can continue to push higher, then this will be the new strong higher low that should not be broken in order to make this swing structure bearish. But just looking for any type of momentum to continue picking up. It can retrace back and make a higher low from this low internally, then I'll be looking for any type of buying opportunity in order to target the highs of the overall range. But again, just looking out for any type of area of supply. GBP USD a little bit more bearish. We did change the structure to the local 4-hour chart, but of course, overall, just like with Euro, this is a lower low. This is a lower high. They got broken, but this could be forming a lower high from this low. And overall structure, it has just been consolidating pretty much, but internally, swing structure, we made this the high, lower low, lower high. Out of this area of supply, price continued to push down and kept breaking structure to the downside. Of course, this must also formed a double bottom, just like with Euro USD down here. Broke structure again, maybe a sweep or buyers step back in, and now broke structure to the upside. So internally, swing structure on the 4-hour level. This is the lower high from the past highs. Swing structure bearish. Internal structure, fractal structure, starting to pull back bullish. If momentum does continue and buyers continue to push up, we're looking to target this lower high. Right now, not looking for an opportunity until one direction is chosen. If it does continue to break these lows, or it does continue to break past this lower high from those previous highs. Unlike with Euro, I'm looking for any type of retracement to form a higher low from the lows internally in order for buyers to step back up and momentum shift to the upside. But since this is more bearish, just look for any type of direction to be chosen on price. DXY, we do take a look at, like I said, dollar was getting weaker. As we know, after this sweep of previous lows, buyers step back in. So overall swing structure is bearish, but internally bullish, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But now we see that internally it has broken back down, broke structure to the downside, at least on the 4-hour chart, broke past this area of demand that was pushing prices higher. And now it's consolidating a bit where it is right now. Just looking to see if it can continue this bullish push. If it does come back into this area, this is the area of demand that push prices higher. The price is kind of in right now, so we're just looking to see if it can continue that bullish push, or if we're going back down to the downside, bearish in the bearish direction. AUD USD, let's go map out the current range. And for the 4-hour chart, since it was making highs, this was the high. From this low, but just like with GBP USD, this could be the low, this could be the higher low. I'm waiting to see if it can play out in the long term. But on the local 4-hour chart, price retraced back into this area of consolidation and formed new lows. So locally, just like with GBP USD, it's the 4-hour chart. We see that it did continue to push lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, consolidated lower lows. Now buyers step back in. Unlike with the other US dollar pairs, this has not broken. I mean, it's fractal structure broke structure to the upside, but no internal push until it starts breaking these highs and breaks past this area of supply. that push prices back down. Of course, they continue to push prices back down right now, consolidating. You can see if this push will sustain if it does come back higher. But honestly, only looking for, since it's this bearish swing structure, only looking for any type of selling opportunity. Could be selling opportunity now as this broke structure made a lower low. This could possibly be a lower high from these highs or out of this area of supply. Look for any type of momentum to pick up and target the lows of this overall range. NZD USD, let's go map out the current range. Similar from these highs, continue to push down, making lower highs. So let's do locally on this 4-hour chart. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Buyer step back up, broke fractal structure to the upside, continue making internally higher highs, higher lows. There's liquidity sitting over these highs, but just got taken. Got to see if it breaks out of this area of this last buy before the sell. This area of supply, which price is kind of flirting with it now. If it does continue to push higher, we're looking for any type of retracement because it is overall swing structure bearish. So we're looking for any type of retracement if it can come back higher into premium. Look for any type of opportunity to sell back down, target the lows of the overall range. But if this bullish pressure continues and continues to take out highs and possibly take out these highs, and I'm looking to see if the swing structure will change in the near future. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining us.